Hey guys, this is Shiny Zekrom and welcome back to another PMU video. In this part, we are going to head on over to Island Garden. Now, Island Garden actually has two new mechanics we're actually going to talk about. And I'll mention them when we get to either the floors of them or we see one. Because I'll say right now, the new mechanic is an item. One of them at least. And another is actually kind of a secret. You'll get why I kind of laugh there because it'll be a pun. But you do need cut, so make sure you head out the way I did to the right of town. Use cut, and let's head on in. So, Island Garden has some recruitables. We have Oddish recruitable, Execute, Chatot, Wurmple, Hoppip, Wingle, and actually Combi. Now, for Combies, for Combies, it's going to be a little bit difficult because if you want to evolve it to Vespa-Queen, you need a female. However, 87.5% of the time, you're going to get a male Combi, only 12.5% being female. So, if you want a female Combi and you want it from like an egg, I'll say right now, Combi does not have any egg moves, so you don't have to worry about that. And yeah, I would suggest coming during day or dawn. Oh, look at that. It actually changed to nighttime. So we got a new mission on our board, but regardless, we're going to just stay focused on this dungeon for now. Hopefully we find this new mechanic in this one. Okay, so here's an Execute. Sweet. You can also find Cascoon and Silcoon, but they're not recruitable for our levels right now, so I wouldn't even worry about trying to get them. As I was talking about with Combi, though, it's better to come during day and dawn because they can spawn on the floors. Not only is that good for if you want a female one, here's why. The recruits in here, I believe, are level 15 to either 18 or 19 when recruited. If you can recruit like a level 15 to 19 female Combi, you've already gotten a good stretch to having to get to level 21, which is when Combi evolves. So that's what I personally suggest. Don't try getting it from eggs all the time because they're... Oh, I kind of just spoiled it too. Our new mechanic... I can't believe I did that. Our new mechanic is eggs. Pick up eggs. All you have to do is run around with them in your inventory and have an open slot in your party so when they are ready to hatch, they can hatch. Now there are 7 different Pokemon you can get in eggs from here, which are basically the recruitables of the dungeon. You can find Oddish, Execute, Chatot, Wurmple, Wingle, Hoppip, and Combi eggs here. So yeah, you do actually have a chance of getting Combi eggs here, but it is going to be such a hard thing to do because it's going to be a 1 in... It's not going to be the exact percent, but it's like, out of the total Pokemon you have a 1 in 7 chance of getting a Combi, and then you have a 12.5% chance of getting a female. So more than likely you're going to run into some troubles trying to get that female one that you desire. Alright, so regardless, let's go hop onto those stairs. And oh look, our belly's empty for the first time in a really early floor. Let's use this big apple we happen to just pick up. Now, starting on this floor exactly, has a rare spawn of 1%. This is the first time we have seen a 1% spawn. This spawn is Lickitung. Lickitung is only available here, and that's really all there is to it. It's a 1% spawn from floors 5 to 12, which that's how many, I forgot to mention, that's how many floors this place is 12 floors. It appears from 5 to 12. The best way to go about this is to get a Pokemon that can... Oh, and I forgot Burmy is also recruitable here, so excuse me. Sorry, I saw that, and I had to say something about it, but... with the Lickitungs, you want to try and bring something that can cause weather effects. And why is this? Things that cause weather effects, one of Lickitung's abilities is Cloud 9. So, if you... Oh, a visible Pokemon. Okay, I've never seen that. But, regardless. if there's a Lickitung in the floor, you will not be seeing any weather, or you will see the weather effects go away if it spawns. And speaking of which, we are on 6F. 6F is where another new mechanic begins. These are called secret rooms. Now, how secret rooms work is if you find one, it will be a random set of stairs that wasn't there before and randomly appears. If you go inside of it, there will be deluxe boxes for you to grab, so make sure you have an open inventory slot or two so you can pick these up. However, secret rooms rarity differs for dungeons, and unfortunately for Island Garden, it is a 1% chance of also finding secret rooms here. So more than likely, you're not going to find secret rooms here either. So it'll take either a lot of patience in hunting, or you just have to hope you get really lucky. Otherwise, that's really about it for this dungeon. I'm still kind of surprised we have not found an egg yet. And I forgot to mention, any egg you hatch can have any egg move that Pokemon can get. So, for example, Zubat here, one of its egg moves is Brave Bird, so if I was to ever get a Zubat out of an egg, I could have Brave Bird. And it worked. And a mechanic along with the egg moves is just how like a Pokemon could pass down like Ice Punch, for example. Like, yeah, a Pokemon that has Ice Punch. If you hatched an, so okay, what is a good way of me trying to explain? Oh, and our Zubat almost died. So let's kill this Chatot. Which Chatot are a pretty good experience here, but as I was trying to explain, if you have a okay, so an example is Duskull learns Ominous Wind by egg move. If you hatched, if an egg you took happened to hatch a Duskull and you hatched it with something that knew Ominous Wind, Duskull would automatically have Ominous Wind. So it would technically pass down that egg move. And this is one of the first times besides Sunny Hillside where we've actually seen weather. We've seen rain in Happiness Lake and sun in sun in Sunny Hillside. Here it can be cloudy, which basically weakens the power of any move except for normal type moves. Even your standard attacks' damage is reducted. Wow, I don't know why it took me so long to say that. It seems like our Zubat is having a pretty nice time getting some experience here. I wanted to get him up to level 22 so we could maybe evolve him in this episode as well. But as you can tell, with the cloudy weather, there's definitely not going to be any Lickitungs unless it spawns on the floor at some point. Which, again, it is 1%, so it is going to be very hard to find one of them in the first place. And since secret rooms are also 1%, if I find any secret rooms, I will show you guys on camera, but otherwise I'm not going to try and bother with it. I will also, at one point, I think at the start of where I mentioned secret rooms, that is when I will list out all the items you can find in these secret rooms. Which the best you're really going to find in Island Garden secret rooms, from what I remember, is Soothbell. Thank you for my mind kind of not thinking there. So yeah, that'll be your best bet for finding anything is a Soothbell in these ones. It's really the best of the items that's in there. And our Zubat, as you just saw, grew to level 21, so we need one more level, but I really don't think it's going to grow. I also forgot to mention, there are Executor in this place as well, and they give over 300 experience when you kill them. So if you find one of them, make sure to kill them. And it looks like I'm about to run out of 10 minutes, so I will be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm really thinking about registering for Bandicam so this does not happen in later videos. Just so it's an easier time for me, so I can just record straight through one video unless I want to cut it for some reason, and looks like we're down to there. So we're on the last floor that we can find secret rooms, because I forgot to mention secret rooms are 6 through 11 here. And, ooh, that is actually a good thing we found this. That was a TM Sunny Day we just found. What's nice about this TM Sunny Day is if you can have like a fire type or like some sort of Pokemon you don't really use, learn Sunny Day, that is actually a perfect way for you to find a Lickitung. Because Sunny Day obviously changes the weather to sun, and you can. Oh, and look at this! We finally found our first egg. I guess we'll hatch it just to see what we get. And I forgot to mention, any Pokemon you hatch from eggs will only be level 1 upon hatching. So, oh, I thought I found a secret room. I was gonna flip, because as weird as this sounds, and as much of a veteran player as I can say I've been, I have actually never found an Island Garden secret room. Not once. But anyways, we're just about at the end of the dungeon here. I'm just gonna run around and happen to see what else is on the floor. Maybe try and find another egg last minute. And I forgot to mention that Island Garden does not have a boss. Oh, look at that! Another egg! Speak of the devil! So, I'll also explain something that can be really helpful in terms of egg hatching. Okay, and I forgot to mention, egg length, or how long it takes to hatch an egg, differs on the dungeon. These eggs actually hatch immediately. Like, as soon as you walk out, it will take 7 steps or less for you to pretty much hatch your egg. So, well, just say you're in a longer dungeon and an egg is ready to hatch. How this hatching works is the egg that is closest to the first slot in your party, so like where my escape orb is right now, that's the first slot in my inventory. The game will hatch whatever egg is closest to that slot. So if I was to put this egg, instead of like, say that one's ready to go, but this one isn't, it will hatch the one that I just moved first. That's how that mechanic works. And as I did mention before, we have 2 end boxes here, which of course I will show on screen what the items you can get from these boxes are. But we're going to instead, before this video ends, we're going to quick hatch these eggs and see what we get. So when you have an open slot, you just run around, like I said, to hatch the egg. And when it's ready to hatch, it'll say, oh, the mystery egg is hatching. And you will get, it says it's a healthy and whatever you hatched out of the egg. So for example, we got Wingo. Let's see what egg moves it has. Oh wow, that's not bad. Twister, Gust, Mist, and Roost. Mist is so you don't drop stats. Roost is a really good healing move if you can't get rest. And Twister and Gust are both 1-tile AoEs. So and Gust is stab too, so that really wasn't that bad. I like that. That was actually a good one. And let's hatch our last egg. It's actually a Chatot. And funny enough, one of Chatot's egg moves is actually Air Cutter, so when I hatched it with Zubat, here is further proof. Since Chatot, one of its egg moves, can be Air Cutter, and I hatched it with a Zubat that you guys see has Air Cutter, Chatot also had Air Cutter. It also seemed to have hatched with Nightshade, Sleep Talk, and Steel Wing, which isn't that bad of a moveset. But neither one of those 2 I'm going to be using throughout this playthrough. So we will just quick release these, and we'll quick go and sell the boxes that we got during that run, and we'll keep that TM Sunny Day, because I was actually thinking about hunting a Lickitung just so I could have that Cloud9 for later dungeons, because in later dungeons, I'll say it now, weather can be very tedious. Regardless, now that everything's done, we'll quick go open these boxes, and then we will end it off here. So let's see what we can get. 300 poke. We got a silver powder and a silk scarf, which respectively, the silk scarf powers up the normal type moves, and the silver powder is for bug type moves. But yeah, like I said, I will make sure to post a list of the items you can find in the secret room around the part that I started mentioning secret rooms, and I will also, around the time I mentioned mystery eggs, I will show a list of the Pokemon that you can find via eggs through the text scrolling list as well, so you guys can see. And I will also, around the time that end boxes were mentioned or seen, I will list the items you can find there in those as well. So I would like to thank you guys for watching, and I will probably have one more clip, and that will be Zubat being level 22 evolved and Aaron being level 27 and caught up to Grottle, Houndoom, and Starmie. So I will see you guys around that time. Hey guys, Shiny Zekrom here. I'm not done officially training Aaron up to 27 yet to get with the rest of the team. I, however, have gotten Zubat to level 22. But there is something special that's going to happen after this mission. If you can guess, well, alright, let's take this. And let us, well, we're going to get to the 5F part of Sourroot Cave, like after we get Weeping Bell defeated for HM Cut and whatnot. There's going to be a special little thing for us once we escape. So let's kill all this, kill you. We'll take this Pecha Berry to sell. No, we don't have to take that fake part to the top left corner over there. Kill you guys. And, alright, let's pick up this. And, if we pick up this escape orb and, oh, right, I should have an open slot for my, what's about to happen. After we use this escape orb, it'll be perfect. Congratulations, your team is now bronze rank. So yes, thankfully to Skylight Eon for giving me some missions, this was possible. This is actually 105 points, so we have hit that 100 points. And at bronze rank, I know you guys can probably barely read it, but it says we can now carry 30 items in our bag. This is a really great thing because now we can hold an additional 10 items in our inventory. So think about that. We can now hold up to 30 items on our adventures. So if you get to that bronze rank, it can be really good because you have more inventory. So in like Jailbreak Tunnel, for example, if you really can't recruit something in there that you want because typically they're low recruit rates, and you get like a bunch of items but you don't want to give up and go back and sell stuff for space for your keys, there you go. Bronze rank is what you want to try and hit because there you go. 100 points, we get another 10 items in our inventory. I'd say that's pretty good. So I'll meet you guys back when Aaron is level 27 and I'm ready to evolve Zubat, which I'll just meet you guys right at the Luminous Chamber. Or I find a secret room, or I find a Lickitung. Because I'll say now, if I can find Lickitung, I do want to try and actually recruit it. So I'll see you guys at some point. Alright guys, so I actually have proof of you. Here it is. I actually found a Lickitung. And let's see. A 4.3%, or 4.7% with Grottle here to get this thing. Can we get it? More than likely not. Yeah, I didn't think so. But there's proof that Lickitung is indeed in here. I found it on 8F. Training is still not done, so I will meet you guys back when Aaron is level 27 and we are at the Luminous Chamber ready to evolve Zubat. See you guys then. I have further proof Lickitung is in here, because here's another one. I did not get it, but I just wanted to show you guys. That was pretty funny. I'm not done yet, but however, I'm going to explain a few things. First off, I'm actually going to get Aaron to 25 because I figured I could actually use it in the new the next dungeon that I'm going to be recording. On the same floor, there's an egg, oh my god. But not only that I'm going to only train Aaron to 25, but I forgot to tell you about some moves. Um, Aaron here got Headbutt instead of, I think it was Roar. Thankfully, a person named Haikyuu gave me some tiny mushrooms, and I got Headbutt, and I also used 7,500 poke again to get Aaron Rest. Now, they gave me, I think, 6 total. I got Zubat Wing Attack, Astonish, and Air Cutter by Tiny Mushroom, and I have 2 left over in my storage, so in case you see that, that's why. I also, if you guys don't know where the Soothe came from, when I did the /trade command, that was with Sharky, and I bought the Soothe then for 3k just so I could show it off. It does actually increase the recruit rate by 1%, so it can be useful, however, they're not easy to come by. I thought I'd just mention these couple things, so I promise this should be the last cut of stuff. So when I am back, we should be at the Luminous Chamber with our Aaron at level 25 and Zubat ready to evolve. So I will see you guys then. Hey guys, we're back at Luminous Chamber. Aaron hit level 25 at last, and let's evolve Zubat. So we have Golbat here. That's one evolution. And we have the Soothe Bell, so let's use it and get ourselves Crobat. This is what I was aiming for, and I now am ready to go. So, let's give up and reflect on what we've done. So far, or I should say for this episode, Call of Island Garden, we explained the new 2 new mechanics being Secret Rooms and Mystery Eggs. Which, by the way, for those, if a dungeon has them, I will mention them. What floors they are, what's in the boxes, or what's in the... So it looks like my audio got corrupted, and of course the little bass bit. All I mentioned is that with Secret Rooms, I'm going to mention what's in the boxes. For eggs, I'm going to mention what's in the eggs. I stored our engraved tablet, showed off that we got an Execute and Oddish in our last couple things, talked about what we did in the video, which was Island Garden, talked about Secret Rooms, eggs, and whatnot. And we saw a couple Lickitungs throughout the time. So that was pretty good, and I got our team ready for the next dungeon, which I mentioned is going to be Thunderstorm Forest. I'm going to do a dungeon called Thunderstorm Forest. So, see you guys then.